This is a simple bread recipe and it really couldn't be any easier. To get started, you need 3 cups of all-purpose flour or bread flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of yeast, fast-acting or regular yeast. Whisk that together in a bowl until you've mixed that around just a little bit, and then add 1½ cups of hot water, not boiling, just very hot. Mix that all together, and this is going to be a very sticky dough. That's how it's supposed to be, so that's fine. After you get that mixed up, then go ahead and put plastic over that bowl and just leave it sit on the counter for about 3 hours. You can leave it longer, but at least 3 hours. It doesn't need to be in a warm place, just normal room temperature. After the 3 hours is up, take the dough out and turn it onto a floured surface, a very well floured surface, because it's still going to be very sticky, so you'll need to be able to handle it. And then just fold it over itself 10 to 12 times and just form it into a rounded shape. And if you have some parchment paper, just put that into a bowl and then drop the dough into that, or wax paper, or whatever you have that just helps keep the dough from sticking to the bowl. And then cover that with a towel, a kitchen towel, and leave that sit on the counter for another 30 to 35 minutes. And while you're doing that, just go ahead and preheat your oven. You'll want to preheat that to 450 degrees. Place your dough and the parchment paper into your baking pan. I'm using a Dutch oven. If you don't have one, just place that on whatever baking dish you have. And you're going to want to bake that for about 20 minutes on 450. Then reduce your heat to 400 and bake another 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how crispy you want the crust. This bread sort of has the texture and taste of sourdough bread. It's going to be very, very hot. It's almost still cooking when you bring it out for a while. So let that cool for about 10 minutes before you try cutting it. So give this a try, and I hope you enjoy.